Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you a video about what is wrong with we Nigerians, because I'm trying to figure. Anyway, let's watch this video.
Like play, he's using his own hand to get himself in trouble. This is why. Listen, I was in VDM's life yesterday where VDM talked about his mom is still living in a rented apartment. VDM, what's your problem? I built a house for my mother in Nigeria at the age of 21. 21. And you are, how old are you? You think it's a joke? You think you're a young man? Pella got married yesterday. Pella and Jarvis got married yesterday at the age of 21 and 25 or 24, Jarvis. And you are still there making mediocrity of yourself, fighting with police. I think VDM like to be a policeman. That's why you wore the police uniform the other day. If not that Nigerians quickly say, or the police quickly say, we don't want to see you in that uniform again, you would have continued to wear. If you want to, and your problem is that you want to be a policeman, but you don't want to go through the training. To be a policeman, you have to go through training. It's like going to school. You actually have to pass. Stop.
At 21, anywhere in the world, the only exception is maybe social media content creator, I don't know, celebrities, musicians, exceptional people. So let's leave that aside. From the way she's talking, she's not talking from the shores of Nigeria, meaning wherever she make the money at 21 was in Nigeria. Yeah, Europe, America, Asia, and the rest civilized world, you cannot work. You can do student job and all those things before 18. There's a tax code for that. There is a way they arrange that. But you cannot be independently earning a living, sustaining yourself over here, building a house in Africa, wherever you build the house for your mom, at 21. No. So tell us what you did. We all know. Tell us by yourself what you did to be able to build a house at 21. Number two, you said VDM said the mom is still living in a rented apartment. That made me sick. You know why? I don't really understand what you meant by that. Look at these 5 fingers. They are not equal. Never. What made you to build a house at 21? Made Dangote daughter to be having maid in a dormitory in university at 21, enjoying her life to the fullest. So don't you think you are a failure in that regard? Don't you think so? At 21, you're supposed to be planning your future, not taking family responsibility if your family were not a failure. Your family was already a failure for that. You just expose that, thinking you are exposing VDM. VDM, you know why people resonate with VDM so good? This is one thing people don't understand. Okay, let's unpack this video one by one. First, this lady, I don't know her. I just saw this video on the internet. Said she built her mother a house at the age of 21. Let's unpack that for a moment. To VDM, they are all VDM. In one way or the other, their life resonates with that guy in one way or the other. Either through shared hardship, through shared struggle, through shared success, through anything. There is one question I really want to ask. Ask yourself, people that just come out to say something, if even they don't have nothing to say. If even they don't have. What is wrong with what VDM is doing? Ask yourself that question. Then ask yourself, why do you see those things as wrong? Like D Momo was saying on one of his videos, that VDM got those evidence because you are not smart enough to understand that the all those documents are public documents. If you don't go to ask for them, doesn't mean another person don't have interest. So you came online to make a fool of yourself. This very lady, I don't know why she just set up her ring camera and start talking when she don't have nothing to say. So people should start clapping for you. You build your mother a house at the age of 21. And you are laughing somebody with poverty, my dear. The way you are even, the way you grab, you be like Ogbomusho warlord. Because I know Ogbomusho go fit boast of what you just boast for. Boast of. So at the end of the day, we will be here, know what you know, the unspoken word for your language. I build my mother, you're supposed to be ashamed of that. At 21, you're supposed to be ashamed of yourself. You just expose it that before, okay, in Europe, let me explain another thing. Let's assume you left Nigeria at 18. Normal age for adult. Let's assume you left Nigeria at 18. 100%, you didn't leave Nigeria with a key to an apartment. And in Europe, you don't just come and start making money. There's a process. The process varies for genders and countries also. For example, I don't know the country you are. I would have just used your country to explain because I've lived almost every country in Europe. You can't come to Europe within a year and start making money. No, you are still in process. The only people that does that are the ladies. The Ogbomusho ladies that has been sponsored by the warlords. So they make preparation for house, everything. Then they just, within the next 2-3 days, you're on the streets. That is the only possibility, no other way. For men, slanging, shooting, or whatever they call it, I don't want to, for community sake, guidelines sake. So, which one, my sister, my dear, you just expose yourself. Sometimes before you on your ring light, sit down, sit back, think, this thing I'm going to say, does it make sense? Again, we are talking about Pella and Jarvis getting married at 21 or whatnot. You see, this is kind of pressure that make our society what it is today, that make our young girls be so desperate, that make our young boys doing all kind of things to belong in the kind of society people like you are creating. There are people in life, if you are not exposed to that, Esther, let me let you know. There are people in life that is a choice. They choose, not by compulsion, but by choice, that they don't want to get married. You understand that? There are people like that. There are people that choose, oh, let me just have a baby. There are people that choose, oh, I don't need both. There are people that choose to be poor, not by compulsion, not by laziness, but by choice. There is a club in Austria, Epics. They live a day at a time. They are Austrian citizens. They have all the opportunities any other person can have. But they choose to live a day at a time. They live in the streets. They beg to eat. If you give them more than what can survive them in one day, they will die the rest out and wait for the next day and continue the cycle. So it's a choice. Why are we pressurizing? Do you get pressure from our parents, from the church, from the mosque, from the street, from each and every one of us? Why can't you understand that in life, People must not do what you do. What make you happy is not what make other people happy. One day I will devote a day to talk about this really in depth. My message is live and let live. Let everybody just be. What make you happy is not necessarily what make me happy or what make James happy. No, please let everybody be. Thank you. If today is your first time coming across our channel, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.